Hey everybody, Fancy Sloth Nick here, and this is Fallout: A Tale of Two Wastelands part, I don't know, 16 or something. Anyway, we spent the last episode collecting a bunch of personalities for the sink, which actually took a lot longer than I thought it would. I expected the episode to be super short, so this one is not going to be super long. We're going to install the personalities in the sink, gather all of the things we need to make those personalities as good at their job as they possibly can be, and then possibly gather, I don't know, the X2 antenna or something. But first, since this was on the way, I'm going to show you guys a unique set of armor, which, by the way, on the way meant literally it was the building right in front of us when I stopped talking. Here is the hazmat suit, which we can't take because we don't have a security force field thing, so never mind, I lied. All right, let's install the personalities. Auto dock, book chute, sink,
God.
biological research station, light switch 1, light switch 2,
That was a nice.
jukebox, muggy, and last but certainly not least, the toaster.
I am online once again! Tremble, world, before my electric heating coil of doom!
As you wish, Master Toaster. As you wish. Right, so that was the quest. All of my friends have off switches, and we should, at some point, get the quest for finding all of their additional things. Never mind, we already have it. I wasn't paying attention. God, I never liked the fact that they were all like, oh yeah, no, I can't fill bottles because I don't have circuits for it, which makes no sense. Ugh. But everybody else's things make sense. Like, the lights have these cool mood lights in them that'll give you smart buff or talkie buff. The jukebox can turn your gun into something else. So, like, right now I have the this sonic emitter. It gives you different sonic emitter frequencies. Well, it doesn't give you. You have to find them. That's what his thing is. I don't think the toaster actually needs anything. The book chute, it needs its pencil processor thing, which is the auto dock needs a few things. Basically, we have most of them. Oh, that's stupid. The C13 implant apparently just gives extra Cazador damage, but that's, well, stupid. Oh my god, guys, I just climbed this thing. It turns out there's stuff up here. I didn't even know. I mean, it's not great stuff, but it's free stuff.
Okay, that's an important piece of information. It turns out that Night Stalkers slowly regenerate health.
If you look carefully to our front, you can see some Night Stalkers. I have a very stealthy way of getting rid of them. I'm so good at stealth.
Alright, so it turns out one of them is inside the stealth facility. Oh no, a force field door. However, will we get in here? Oh, and also inside this suitcase is the key to the kennel at X8, so if we want to run the tests again with the Night Stalkers, that's how we do it. Oh, and here's a weapon mod. Before we even go where, I'm assuming it's trying to lead us to an implant thing, because there's one that makes food better in there, but here is an upgrade to the K9000. That is. Before you go in there, by the way, you do need to collect everything for the stealth suit because the door is locked unless you're a potential testing candidate. And there we go. Oh, and I think you have to be wearing it too.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. Who can I hide you from today?
Which, by the way, that's the same voice as the light switch, I
Stimpack
think.
reserves adequate.
Activate security, unlock the elevator, there we go. Now we can go inside, whatever. Anyway, we could find the thing. There's lore terminals that say it's because there was a fat guy and they want him to get skinny, as mean as that sounds. Which, by the way, there are no, like, overweight people in the new Fallouts. There were in the old Fallouts, in case you were wondering. Less, I'm assuming, because Bethesda didn't want to represent overweight individuals, and more, I'm assuming, because Bethesda was never really that good at character models or graphics, which is okay because it's Bethesda. I'm not going to complain to them, but you know, they're story based, and creating entire new character models for overweight individuals is probably beyond what they had time for. You have to keep reading the terminals because one of them, there we go. This terminal gave it to me. It might have actually been pointing at that. I wasn't paying attention. And I think, this vent has some food in it. Ooh, an ace of, or a king of, why can't I take it? I need this for Caravan. Not really. Oh, I haven't even played Caravan yet. I have this strategy that probably doesn't work anymore because it was probably patched to be like, so that the AI use better, like make better use of their face cards, but before face cards and the fact that AI could use them, it was an awesome strategy. And even after, it's not a bad strategy, it's just not a good one. And this terminal, there we go. That terminal gave something else. The K9000's Mentot thingy-mabobber. There's one more in here. It might be at the end of the testing. Nah, it's at this terminal. And this terminal gave me the one for Mentat chat, or no, it's the one that converts the K9000 into an entirely different weapon. All right, so that's everything in X8. So let's go to, I think it's the collapsed train tunnel. Ooh, what's that? No, not fighting now. Also, damn it, shut up, lady.
Bad guys dealt with.
I think I look like a cyberpunk ranger again. I kind of like this cyberpunk a little more than the other cyberpunk, though. After, of course, I drop off all of my stuff. There you are, Muggy. I need you to break down all of my misc items. I always wondered how he got empty syringes out of coffee cups. Oh, apparently he just gives you the weapon mods. Okay. All right, let's try that again. Ew, that's weird. You can eat the trauma harnesses because that makes sense. The Adventures of Ranger Nick. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Now over there in the distance, we could see a trauma override harness, which I've found here in this weird scientific place. I don't really know how to, I really don't know how I could deal with something such as this, as the head is no longer a weak point, being of course made of bone and glass. But if I were to usually suggest a strategy, I would suggest a bullet to the head. By the way, somehow the trauma override harnesses turn into giblets, even though it's a skeleton inside. Because that makes sense. By the way, I wouldn't suggest using big kid nukes ever because it just happens to kill you a lot more often than it does damage to what you're trying to kill. Just, you know, like a friendly warning. Oh crap, the Custodian. That's actually one of the rare ones. Yay, he regens health. That's his thing. Didn't have anything on himself, but there should be something around here.
Sneaking done. Fighting now. That's all.
Well, here's the last upgrade for the Central Intelligence. Oh, and if you go into the side room right before the entrance, you actually can get a unarmed skill book recipe. Oh, and by the way, here's the X13 research facility, and here's where we got that last upgrade for the Central Intelligence thing. So this is one thing about the Big Empty, is it constantly spawns enemies. Most other places you have to wait 3 days for things to respawn, but it just happens to, it respawns things all the time. It's weird and kind of cool, but weird. That's part of the reason why it's such a good experience thing. The next thing we're getting is for the auto dock, and it's in this thing, which I'm pretty sure is full of Cazadors. I wonder, do I have a timed mini nuke? I do. All right.
This one looks pretty tough.
I'm so good at stealth. I need to make some fat mines. Those things are awesome. Okay, this might be a little stupid. I'm not going to do that. Now, of course, all of these things are like the not-so-bad Night Stalkers.
Injecting stim pack.
The real problem one is another boss one, and it's in the room. I'm pretty sure where the thing we're trying to get is. Because why would things be easy? Alright, it knows we're here, but the good news is they can't open doors. They're not raptors. And remember what I said about how red danger just means it knows you're there, but it doesn't know where. Blinky danger is when it knows where you are. Even though it's trying to bite me, it still doesn't know where I am. Probably. Okay, I might not understand the system.
This will only sting for a second.
What's with that? I was missing like no health. I remember now why I hate the stealth suit is because it injects stim packs and medics when you don't even need it half the time. Alright, fine. It knows where I am, I'll just fight it on its terms. Shadis or Shadas? I don't know that name. But I do know that I need to find some doctor's bags. And also that we have an implant Y3. I don't know what that one does either. We'll find out. I bet it's something stupid like doing extra damage to Night Stalkers. Alright, so now that we've dealt with the not actually Cazadors I'm pretty sure the one we have to deal with now is actually Cazador's. Sigh. Alright, this is the one that probably has the Cazadors. But, whew, we'll find out, won't we? Ooh, I got the perk for killing some Cazadors. That's cool. Have you guys ever heard of a scorched earth policy? How? Honestly, how? It took no damage from that? I honestly don't know how it took 0 damage. Man, I love Turbo. Oh, that's where it is, guys. The tri-oscillator thingy, the 3-1, that it's apparently here in the Cazador thing. I knew it was somewhere. And implant M5, which I also don't know what it does off the top of my head. I'm really surprised that guy didn't take any damage, though, from a mini nuke. Oh, scientist glove. That is fun. Egg timer. Alright, I think that's all of the doctor things. So, next up is all of the support AI, because, you know, that's not in specific. Oh, wow, it really did mean all of the support AI at once. And remember how I said those red flags are, yeah, well, pretty much all of these are in red flag places. This place is, of course, filled with the crazy, Securitron things that the think tank apparently has been trying to replicate. No idea why a vacuum is a component in their construction, but whatever. By the way, it might be slightly abusing a glitch, but since the Chinese stealth suit still has the glitch where you can pretty much put on infinite hats, as long as they're not in the same slot, you can technically do things like this, which you can't do normally because reasons. But you can with the stealth suit and then take it off and then it still happens. So now my ranger hat heals me and looks kind of weird. Oh my, I think he has spotted me. Okay, so that's something you have to deal with if you're getting this thing. The unique enemy here being 01001111001110011-00101, who actually has Muggy's upgrade thing, so you have to kill him for it. It is not an option to find it, like sneak around him or anything. Not that you can sneak by any of these guys, because it seems like they all have perception of at least 10. By the way, that was the Securiton deconstruction plant. Alright, so this is what the implants are. M5, what's the stealthy is quicker. Y3 is radiation is processed ahead of time, and Y7 was extra stuff from food. Okay.
Time to fight.
And this is the one I was very specifically talking about. No, that's not what I want to use. Which is this place, which you can't even get into without the force field emitter thingy. And down here is a very special, oh dear, trauma harness. I think there's several of them, but the special one is down there, and I think he has a cyber dog gun thingy. Yeah, so you can get 2 of them. So one of them you can upgrade to have the 44 version of it, and you can keep the 357 version. Only if you had a high enough gun skill to talk the think tank into getting you both, though. But if you disarm him, he's pretty useless. And there we go. He's the master Tramahardist? Yeah, he's the master Tramahardist. We already got the Cyberdog gun from him. So yeah, you get a free Cyberdog gun here if you hadn't already got one from the think tank.
Steady.
I mean, you get one anyway. You get 2. And a bunch of his trauma harness buddies come and try to kill you for killing him. But after you deal with them, we can go ahead and find whatever it is we're finding here. Oh, and we leveled up from all the trauma harness killing. Ooh, we're running out of skills to get up to 95. Alright, unarmed and melee weapons, just so everything is 95. And level 30, oh, I do love Implant GRX, but no, the obvious choice is, of course, a perk not from Fallout New Vegas, but from Fallout 3, because New Vegas didn't like you to be an overpowered superhuman, despite the fact that's really what the story was about, whereas in Fallout 3 you were supposed to be more alone. It's kind of stupid how they took this out. Anyway, almost perfect. no other option really. Raising all of our perfect stats, well, all of our special stats to 9 or 10 in the case of some things that I don't know why they're 10. But anyway, yeah, we have 9 in all of our special stats, or 10 in some of them for some reason. I really don't know why. Which at this point means we have no weaknesses. We're pretty much on par with what's his face? What's his face being Ulysses. So, you know, now it'll be an even fight if we decide to fight him, because he has all 10s in his special. Why can't I? And there's a whole story about how the guy who was in the master trauma suit, actually, his death was very anticlimactic. He just choked on a seed, and so they had to get the trauma harness off of him. But unfortunately, when you don't set a base for the trauma harness, they basically go into be insane mode and kill everything. So that's fun. That's why you have them as an enemy, in case you were wondering. Ooh, and over here by the Chinese internment camp, over in the construction area, I'm guessing, is another one of the bits we have to get to fill out the Sync's personalities. Don't know which one it is, though. Never do. Silly sentry bots. You can't use miniguns to kill me.
Dealt with.
Oh, right. A bunch of our stats should have gone up, too. Pretty much everything I had at 95 is now at 100. That wasn't on purpose, by the way. Oh, here's the foreman. I knew there was a special one over here. I mean, his only special ability is having a lot of health, but, you know, if I wanted to fight enemies with a bunch of health, I'd just install a World of Pain, which is a great mod, by the way. You should go check it out. It's a fun mod to have. The only reason I don't have it on here is because, well, I don't consider it necessarily lore-friendly. And most of the mods here are supposed to be minimally invasive, but it is a really great mod, and it adds just a ton of locations to the wasteland and a ton more places to explore. You know, just to give you more to do in a game. It's great. I love it. I mean, if you guys want me to install it and explore specific locations, I'm not going to explore every location. You can go ahead and tell me to. Otherwise, you know, we'll keep the mod list we have. It's not good to install mods halfway through a playlist or a playthrough anyway. Oh, anyway, we picked up whatever it was that was there. I didn't actually even see what it was. Water production, apparently. So now I can fill my bottles in the sink. Okay. No, by all means, come fight me. Oh no, all of you Chinese people who were, you know, very inconveniently penned up here in this horrible internment camp to be studied. Oh, you want to fight me, though? That's cute. I wouldn't. I honestly don't know if they're feral or if they're just, you know, hostile to anybody because they don't like being here. The problem is been solved, of course. Survival skill book here in the tent. That one might actually be worth getting since our survival isn't all the way up yet. Oh, and if we explore the watchtower on the other side of the internment camp thing, there's another Elijah's Lair, which of course makes it not a unique weapon. I'm kidding, of course. It's still a unique as far as I'm concerned, which means I can't sell it. But there is something inside the watchtower. Don't remember what it is. Here it is on the thing. The book shoot mulching upgrade, which should give it the ability to take care of clipboards and pencils, I think. So that's cool. The internment camp, by the way, is here, Little Yangtze. And the construction site is over here. Ooh, free construction hat. Yes. Okay. Apparently the Saturnite facility is full of robots. By the way, the Saturnite facility, located about here on the map, contains the next and maybe final thing we need for all of the stuff at the sink. I'm not really sure. I think the next thing might be seeds and stuff. Oh no, I'm supposed to install the upgrades. Okay. Don't remember where the actual map marker for here is. Oh right, it's at the actual like front door. Blue, by the way, which of course means special loot. So, you know, come back here if you actually want the special loot. I don't. I want to keep continuing on with the quest. I will come back later. While I love how quickly the mobs respawn here at the Big Empty, I also hate how quickly they respawn. All right, and I'm gonna do something a bit weird.
Concerned about the stadium.
The auto dock is going to re-evaluate my psyche, which of course trades out my traits. I'm going to get rid of Wild Wasteland because I want the YCS 185 or whatever, which is an amazing gauze rifle. Like, it's way better than everything else. And I'm also going to get rid of Skilled
because, as it turns out, I installed the mod fixie thingy, the unofficial patch, but like the Tale of Two Wastelands version, which fixed the bug. So if I get rid of it, I should lose 5 skill points in every skill, which I'm fine with because I got 5 extra ones in the first place. I'll be gaining 10 experience that I shouldn't get, but whatever. And instead, what we're going to do is take no traits. Yeah, for no particular reason. Just no traits. And that's canon. I already accepted it. So if we check our skills, yep, all of our skills have decreased. Not necessarily by 5, although they might have. And just the bonus we got from our special put everything above the certain thresholds we needed. So hopefully we don't have to pick anything with 100 science anytime soon. All right, and I told the light switch to turn on the smart lights so that I would have the science buff for long enough that hopefully I can get a level up. Ah, okay. And this is where we have to start continuing with the main quest, because we just got the objective to get all of the audio samples for the jukebox, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. We've gathered a good proportion of them. The problem is, and does exist of course, you have to kind of go to Mobius's place to do that, and we can't do that until we finish gathering technologies. So like I said, we gathered all the things we needed for the sink, and I'm feeling this episode might be a tad short, but we're not going to bother with X13 just now. Next episode will be X13 and Mobius, not the think tank.
Time to fight.
And gathering the last bits of the personalities for the sink. But the finisher of this episode is going to be gathering the antenna from X8 and destroying all of Mobius's scorpions who try to stop us. All right, here we are. X2, I meant, not X8. X2 is where the antenna is, and it's pretty much objectively the easiest of the 3 to gather. Free mod upgrade, that's definitely added by Weapons Mod Expanded, because we should have gathered all of the pieces if it was from the vanilla game. Go up here, gather the antenna, which of course is also a good melee weapon. It actually might be better than my current one. Slightly worse DPS, but better damage, so I'm happy with it. I'll use it. Does it do bonus EMP? It does. That's all I care about. All right, so we've gathered the X2 antenna. Yeah, so that's 2 out of 3 technologies we recovered. You'll get the last one tomorrow. Well, technically we already gathered the last one, but we have to actually do one of the testy things to actually get the credit for it, because it doesn't give the schematics to us until we have. So yeah, we'll do all the X13 testing and everything, and yeah. So, just one last thing to cover, just to see if you've been watching to the end of the episode. I've been asked by a viewer if I'm going to be doing a Skyrim Let's Play.
Fighting
and, well, that's really up to you guys. If you want to see one, I could see what I could do. I don't know if, again, I don't know if I could do 2 episodes a week, simply because it's like a very long process, and I'm an engineering major, so I really should be studying a lot more than I do. But if you guys want to see one, I can start like seeing what mods I want to put together for it and see if it's going to be a viable option. Otherwise, I'll just keep doing Fallout, Tale of Two Wastelands until Fallout 4 comes out, and we'll just, you know, jump to Fallout 4 when that happens. I think we'll finish by then. I don't know. We'll be pretty close to the right time period for that. Anyway, this has been Fancy Sloth Nick. I'm going to take this time to bid you guys adieu. Thank you for watching. Ask you to subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. Or just like the video, you know. And remind you to stay fancy, sloths.